You know, I really do love Goodwill and GameStop. I try to shop there a lot to get a lot of cheap games. Now, going to GameStop, I'm gonna tell you guys, the games that I picked up are at market price, but I got some great things. Now, my name is Mr. Wright, where I love going to Goodwills, pawn shops, GameStop, and mom and pop stores to get great deals to build my game collection up. Now, some of these games I do trade in to get other games. Like if you go back on other episodes, you saw how I built a whole GameStop retro collection, but I used those games to build up the collections behind me, my Neo Geo collection, which we will talk about in a future video. I got a lot of great pickups from GameStop, starting off with Legend of the Mystical Ninja. Now you see this is $49, but we're gonna talk about what I paid for that. I did not pay $49.99 for that because I did get a great deal. And I can also show you guys how you maybe can score a great deal like that at GameStop. But let's start off with a place I haven't been in a while. Half price crooks. Well, half price books. Now you can get great games under $10 there. I got some great PlayStation 2 games that I want to show you. First, I got Need for Speed Underground, the first one. This was like $9.99. And then another game that was under $10 was the original NBA Street. Both of these games, or all of these games, are complete. As you can see, NBA Street, it's a great one that's complete, and Need for Speed Underground. But a hidden gem PlayStation 2 game that I did get is Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. Now, the Tokyo Racer series is a fun racing game. I absolutely love racing games. Need for Speed Most Wanted on the Xbox 360 is one of my favorites. This game is complete. Amazing selection of games. These are going right in my PlayStation 2 collection, which I absolutely love collecting PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 games. Now, with the fun is starting it, we got a lot of stuff from Goodwill, and I'm going to pick out the bag. The first thing that I picked up for $4 was a Sonic the Hedgehog clock. I have a PlayStation clock in my game room. I don't have a Sonic Hedgehog clock. I don't know where I'm gonna get this at. This was originally $8 at Ross. So if you like this, you can head out to Ross and try to get it. I did pay $4.99 at Goodwill for this. It's nice. I don't know if I'm gonna use this for trade or what, but and also it can make a great deal. I just don't know what I'm gonna do with this one just yet. Then a complete inbox for $4. This Gundam figure, which it's got everything in it. It was like $4, $3.99. Let me show you guys. It has a lot of stuff in here, like the instructions, and it seemed like it has not been used. Here are all the parts. So got stickers and all that kind of stuff with it. This is how it's supposed to look like when it's finished. This is gonna be a long process. I might put this together one day. I don't know about that, but I don't know the value on these right here. I saw like maybe from 20 to $50, but just let me know down in the comment section below. It's probably not that expensive, but it's pretty cool to see something like this in Goodwill besides video games. And then another thing we got pulling out the bag are video games. And we got Call of Duty Black Ops 2, just the disc only, and it was only $1.99. And then Super Mario Galaxy 2, which was $2 also. Didn't have a manual, but I already have a copy of the game, so these are definitely going into the trade pile. Another thing is that I'm probably going to sell this. I got this for $2 in Goodwill, this Rode mic. Now, as creators, we do need microphones. You can see I got one right here. I think I can use this on my iPhone if I get a adapter, but I'm probably not going to use this. I'm probably going to sell it and use that money to buy something else, maybe games, you know. Definitely going to do that. We'll put that over here. So that's part of going to the trade pile also. Another thing right here at Goodwill that I found. Couldn't believe this. This was just sitting on the table. This is a GameStop by $80, but it's a Charizard. This is nice. I showed this like a couple weeks ago on the podcast. But as you can see, this says $3.99 right there. This right here comes in like an $80 box value of Pokemon cards. I guess that's how you say it's a Pokemon box stuff. But Charizard is a pretty cool character. I absolutely love statues and stuff. I love statues. I absolutely love statues. So seeing this for $3, it is amazing. And then another thing I got, not Pokemon-ish, but it's Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I don't know anything about these Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They are $5. There are cards in here that I don't know if they're valuable or not. It'd be funny if it was like a really super valuable card that would be inside of there, right? Oh, that'd be great. And then for 20 bucks, I got a complete Wii in the box. Now this Wii in the box, only thing it did not have is like the top part of the box. You see that? It had everything in here, and I already tested this bad boy out. It did come with an extra Wii remote. So I'm finding Wii's and Wii U's that are extra, so it has all of that. It has everything in here. A very, very clean Wii.
Pause.
This is a very clean Wii, so it is nice to like have that. That's going in the trade pile. But I'm gonna pay 19 bucks for that. So now let's get, oh, before we get to the GameStop stuff, a company sent me a controller. This is Gully Keys, a hitbox. It's a really thin hitbox. I really gotta like dive into this because I love fighting games. I love controllers. I gotta figure this one out. Using a hitbox, definitely different than using a controller arcade stick. So I'm gonna update you guys on this and see how that is. Appreciate you guys for sending that to me. Just gotta figure that bad boy out, especially on my PlayStation. Going back to GameStop stuff. This is a Legend of the Mystical Link. Got it for $49.99, which it's not $49.99, but as you can see, this is a super clean card. Look at how clean that card is. And I came with a dust sleeve. One of my favorite games. If you had not played Legend of the Mystical Ninja, y'all are missing out. Now, I said I got this for $49. As you can see, it says if you're a pro member, you can get it for $47, which knocks off a little bit. You know, this is like a $60 game, so it's kind of already a deal. Then going to GameStop, being a pro member, you do get points. And at the filming of this video, they were doing double points. So I was buying a lot of stuff. This stuff actually that I bought, and then I got this. You'll see the other games. But I had a $16 coupon that I applied to it, then on my military, and I ended up paying under 30 bucks for this game. That's a deal. That's a great win. Also, for 9 bucks at GameStop, I got this special edition of Red Dead Redemption on the PlayStation 3. As you can see, it's sliding out right here, right? I haven't seen it in a long time. So as you can see, look at that. This came out of somebody's collection because it is definitely clean. Look at that, y'all. I mean, super clean. I mean, just gorgeous. That's one of the reasons why I picked it up with military discount. I got it for like 7 bucks, but you know, the manuals is there. This is like a $25 game. The map is still intact. And then, you know, the advertisement, which they still had this right here, which they did not even use. Look at that. That just really, I love having like collectibles on the PlayStation 3 like that, or Xbox 360. Now's the time, guys, to start getting PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 games. Another PlayStation 2 game. I remember playing this back in the day. I just got it. It was really cheap. It was $7.99 for this Hunter, The Awakening, Wayward. Just something to add to the PlayStation 2 collection. All right, so my next pickups are still from GameStop, but they're from one GameStop retro store. So I walked into a GameStop retro store and it had a lot of Super Nintendo games. Man, I saw these games. I didn't even record it, but I do have them here. It still has like pre-owned on the back of it. So let's get through these games. All these games came around about 230 bucks after military discounts and being a pro member. So we got Uniracers. Who remembers Uniracers? Such a fun game. I love it. Like I said, racing games, it was really cheap. And I had to pick up this game. I had to pick up Star Fox on the SNES. It was a really good game on that one. Here is a kind of uncommon game that I saw, and it's Rock and Roll Racing. I haven't played Rock and Roll Racing. Now, I haven't played Rock and Roll Racing in years. I mean, years. And when I saw that, I like, wow. It was about interplay, slaying people, make Clay Fighter and all that kind of stuff. Boy, that company. I am happy to have this. Then we got this Jungle Book. Jungle Book. I've been reading that on the weekends, and y'all, that game is silly fun. Here's a game that is silly fun. Now, I can tell these games probably came from somebody's storage unit because it still had like rental stickers in a way, but we got Lemmings. I remember Lemmings used to frustrate the hell out of me because because I didn't understand it was a puzzle game back in the day. And when I got it, I remember I spent 4 or 5 hours trying to understand how to play this game because it didn't come with an instruction booklet. And back in the day too, Nintendo has sued Blockbuster for like copying instruction booklets. So they would pull them out of all the Blockbusters and you wouldn't get an instruction booklet anymore. So some games you did, some games you didn't. Which really kind of a dick move by Nintendo. Nintendo, you know how they are, super happy. All right, now one of these two I did show on another episode, so I got two copies of one of these. I forgot which one it was. First, I got Super Return of the Jedi, amazing game, and then Super Star Wars. One of those games I gotta go back and look in my collection that I picked up one of these two in an earlier episode. Now I got 2 copies, so that copy is going to a trade pile. Then we got this right here. I gotta go back and play it. I didn't really get it, but it's a Final Fantasy game. To my recollection, and you see in the game on the screen, is I don't think it was that great, but I could be wrong. Let me know down in the comments, did you enjoy this game? Did you enjoy Final Fantasy Magic Quest, or Mystic Quest, I'm sorry. See, I really am too much careful, I can't even remember the name. All right, game that needs no introduction. No introduction. Classic hit, top 25. Super Mario All-Stars, the original. Such a great game. I love this cover. I remember when I bought this game. The colors for this game is what stuck out for me, right? Because you had all the Mario games. Back in the day, this was a big deal, right? Having like Mario 1, 2, 3, and then Super Mario Brothers 2, the original 2 from Japan, which is still a difficult game. On one card, y'all. Every time I see this game, I get so like, oh, this is so wonderful. I cannot believe I have this game. But a game that you had to be there from the jump, Super Mario World. Such an iconic game. I still call it Super Mario Brothers 4 because in Japan, it is labeled Super Mario Brothers 4, Super Mario World. I always thought we should have just said the Super Mario Brothers 4, Super Mario World, which it is definitely a great title. Love Super Mario World, played 1,000 times, finished that game so many times, still go back to it. It's a comfort game. Amazing game. Now, if you enjoyed all of these pickups, let me know. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button because we got more games to show. We got Mortal Kombat. Now, look on the back here. John L. Thank you for your contribution to the collection. Mortal Kombat was like $10 in GameStop. Now, I prefer this version over the Sega Genesis. Yeah, I know about the blood and everything, but the graphics on this game so much better than the Sega Genesis. Now, you had to be there as a kid too. Back in the day, Nickelodeon had all these shows, and Nickelodeon put a lot of Super Nintendo games out and are real monsters. It's a good platformer. It's okay game. Oh, we get down to the last great game. Oh, I bought all these games were sitting right there, not being bought. I was like, all right, I'll buy them. Here is a game I really like. Haven't finished Illusion of Gaia from Nintendo. Another thing you can do, right, is get some cheap Super Nintendo games, like cheap sports games. Unscrew this right here and just change the back out. And you have perfect games. Oh, okay. These games are both great. And I'm just gonna show them both at one time because they both deserve. But we got Mega Man X and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time, which Turtles 4, I think Turtles 4, the Super Nintendo version, is the best Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 16-bit era game. Well, probably the top 5 Turtles games of all time. This is better than the arcade. I love this game. This game is so good. And it was definitely close to the arcade. You cannot tell anybody anything who loved Turtles back in the day. This game right here is a goat game. And then Mega Man X. Oh, this game right here, when it released on the Super Nintendo back in the day, oh, it was so wonderful. It was so good. Mega Man X was dope. Oh my goodness. It just, that transition from Mega Man 6 then to Mega Man X. Now we got Mega Man 7 on the Super Nintendo. It's okay. But from the Mega Man series to the X series, it was complete 360. It was such an amazing game. All of these games at GameStop were just sitting there. Nobody bothered. Look at this. Man, I can't believe my big ass hand is holding all these games. Look at this. Yeah, that's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail right there. So I'm just saying, get out there, get to your Goodwills, get out to your GameStops, get out to your pawn shops. There are games out there. I go every single day. I at least go like 4 times a week and get out there and just hunt for those games. You will find something. Make sure you set that budget, and always remember to do it the right way.